Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's PJ.
And we're back home in Phoenix for a 4-game home stretch, Pete. Home for 4 games, sleeping in your own bed, eating at their favorite restaurants, or eating at home, more likely, saving some cash. It's a wonderful city, isn't it?
It certainly is, and it's nice to be back home again. Looking at the once we hit the 28th game, we're gonna be on the road for like 14 of the last so many games.
Well, yeah, interesting little fact. I mean, we got 4 straight home games, and then after that, we only have 4 others left in the rest of the year. The whole rest of the second half of the season, we're on the road.
Yeah, so from game 28 to game 44, we'll only be home for 4 games. Yeah, so that's a lot of road time. We kind of knew that, though, because the beginning of the season, we were home a lot.
We were. Well, we're going up against the team that was so dominant last season in this next game, Pete, the Michigan Moose, where I don't know exactly what happened to them. I mean, when they got to the playoffs, they only lost 1 game, and that was the first game of the finals to the Frontrunners. They turned around, came back, and just dominated the whole thing. This season, they're struggling at 11-11, playing 500 ball, tied for 3rd in their division. But we just played a 500 team, and they beat us, so we can't be too,
That's true. But the difference between the Frontrunners is they have a positive run differential, and the Moose are negative 22.
Yeah, it's almost opposite exactly, right?
Yeah. But we've said before, the good teams don't play their best baseball up front, so the Moose are definitely a loaded team. We took a look at some of the stats, and it looks like some of the guys are underperforming, but that doesn't mean they can't flip that switch.
Yeah. Well, they're coming off a 5-2 win in San Diego against the Moonstars. We're coming off a 5-4 loss in Philly against the Frontrunners. So this will be interesting tonight. A couple of things to mention here. Chevelle Yoder is one of the new guys on the center fielder. This is his first season for the Moose. Since it's the only game we're going to play the Moose all season, this is kind of the first time we talk about this. He played last season for the Arctics, 26-year-old, making $9.2 million. Not having the same season he did last season yet, but pretty close actually. No, he's playing a little bit better for the Moose. Going down the list a little bit there, like you said, Nacho Crispy struggling just a little bit this season.
Yeah, he's only got he's hitting a paltry 159, which is not like Nacho Crisp. He's usually a much better person in the batter's box, but he seems to be struggling so far this season.
Yeah.
Irene Fast as well, hitting a paltry 153. She's another bat that the Moose tend to really rely on, and 153 just ain't getting the job done this season.
It ain't. Also looking, Bobby Bash came here from the Hot Corners, the 38-year-old third baseman. He's having a better season, I think. No, he's not. He's not having a better season this season. It's hard to tell. He's up in there, but he's doing what he can. Power hitter. They picked him up for that reason. Lackey Luster played for the Moonstars. Speaking of those Moonstars, just beat his old team. He was, he's actually got a better average this year, so it's a good move for him out to Michigan. And other than that, Julius Angeles, they picked him up for backup to play backup catcher, and he's doing all right here. I think he's looking forward to making a name for the team. As far as pitching goes, Ronan Portillo is the big pickup. The rookie 5-year-old, $8.2 million starting pitcher, B+, although he's 0-4 on this season so far, so not what he expected when he first put on that Moose jersey.
Yeah, he's 0-4. He started 6 games, so he pitched 2 games where he got a no decision. So he seems to be 3 hit batters.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
So he's in half the games he's hit a batter. So
I think the guy we're going up against today, Stubby Tubrick, played for the San Diego Platypi last year. He was 2-5. This year's 1-3. His ERA's dropped. It's been impressive, 2.76, with a 1.23 whip. So Stubby, the 33-year-old, making $7.9 a year, B+ ranked, composed pitcher. So you've been interested to see him. Other than that, I think that was it for all the newer players on the team. And so yeah, I guess before we talk about this coming game here, we have several. We'll talk about the old game, and we got some other games to report. From the last game, Pete, it started well in the field. Frangipani had a solid performance on the mound. Here she strikes out Rowan Driver in the bottom of the first. Offensively, they get the scoring started in the top of the third with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Alora Franco hits a hard liner that Jonas Trickster gets a piece of, knocking it down, but he can't quite get it to the bag, and the runner scored. It was actually a nice stop by Trickster. The next batter, Ruby Green, takes one out into the outfield, living up to her RBI man moniker, bringing Buster Biggs around to grab a 2-0 Beewolves lead. But the front runners strike back in the bottom of the fourth, also with 2 outs of their own. Filet Jones cracks one into the outfield, bringing in a runner, and it's now a 1-point game. And then still with 2 outs left, Hannah Mess steps up and cranks one out to deep right field. LeBoink rifles it back in, but not until a couple more runners cross the plate, and in the blink of an eye, the front runners have battled back to take the lead. That was hard to take.
Yeah, it was actually a really good game to watch and to be a part of. But yeah, unfortunately, the Beewolves came up a little bit short. But it was back and forth, and that was a big inning for them.
Well, on the top of the sixth, with 2 outs and a full count, Hanley Dexter shows why he's a star with this single that brings in the tying run, and it's now 3-3. Then the very next batter, Buster Biggs, steps up to the plate, still with 2 outs, and he proceeds to place an impressive fly ball out near the foul line in left field, bringing in another runner and putting the Beewolves back out in front before heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. They almost get another one, Pete. Alora Franco comes up next, and this pitch gets past the catcher. The third base coach sends Hanley Dexter's home, but as it happens so often this season, he gets tagged out trying to get another base. It was a really quick recovery by the front runners, though, Pete. Solid defense there.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to roll all the way to the wall, and like you said, the catcher was able to get on it quick and made a great play.
Well, in the bottom of the 8th, Dusty Winder comes in to replace the tired Frangipani, and he serves this one up to the dangerous Filet Jones, who gets the bat on it, driving it out into right center field again, bringing in the tying run. And then that brings us to Miles Hart, who grounds on to Ruby Green, who goes to Torrance for one, and she tries to turn to double play, but it's not in time, and the front runners take the lead as a result. That's where the scoring would end, Pete. The Beewolves couldn't come back, and it's a 4-3 front runners win. Actually, on that last play, Green probably should have gone home to stop the score. They still would have needed another out, but they wouldn't have given up the lead.
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20, but I think in that situation, there was no reason to think that double play wasn't going to happen, and we would have been out of the inning. The score wouldn't have counted, and 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I don't know if maybe we could have done that, but it worked out the way it worked out.
It did. All right. Well, we got 8 other games to tell you about around the league. That starts off with the Gold Coats visiting the Moonstars of San Diego. You want to lead us off with that one?
Okay, the Gold Coats travel to the Moonstars. Moonstars take an early lead, but the Gold Coats fire back. Moonstars win 3-2.
The Grapplers visit the Hot Corners in St. Louis, and it is all Hot Corners except for one, 10-1.
The Nemesis fly out to take on the Arctic, and it's all Nemesis early and late. It's 13-0 Nemesis.
Wow. The Wide Loads visit the Warblers in Colorado. It's close back and forth, and down to the wire, the Wide Loads win at 8-6.
Wild Pigs travel to take on the Freedom. Freedom take that one 5-0.
Crocs go to Colorado to visit the Buzzards. It's close, but the Buzzards take it 3-2.
The Water Bullets taking on the Jacks, and the Jacks out to an early lead, hold on to win 7-3.
Sawteeth at the Sirloins battle the S's, and it is a Sawteeth win 10-4. Wow.
All right.
Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division. What's it look like, Pete?
It looks like this, Tommy. The Crocodons with a 15-8 record are holding a 1-game lead over the Blowfish, who are sitting at 14-9 and a game behind them.
In the Uncharted Division, the New York Wild Pigs still out in front, 15-8. They're a full game ahead of those St. Louis Hot Corners. You didn't read that wrong. The St. Louis Hot Corners are 14-9.
And the Crocodons and the Wild Pigs with a shocking plus 42 run differential, wow. Leading the league. Down in the Journey Division, the Grapplers are with a record of 12-11, hold a 1-game lead over the Sandcats, who are sitting in second place with a record securely in second place with a record of 11-12.
Come on, Sandcats, turn that around. Explorer Conference Seafair Division, usually the one we're looking at the most. That's the Philadelphia Frontrunners, who beat us in that last game a couple weeks ago now after the bye, this little vacation. They're 12-11. They got a full game lead ahead of both the Detroit Heaters and the Houston Jacks as usual. Both teams are 11-12.
In our very own trade division, the Sirloins and our very own Beewolves tied with records of 15-8, tied in first place, followed by the Water Bullets, who are 13-10 and 2 games out.
And to finish things off in the Curiosity Division, the San Diego Moonstars, who lost that last one to the. Then they won subsequently in their last game. I forgot what that was. Anyway, they're in first place, 16-7. They have a 5.5 game lead against the second place team, the Sawteeth, who are 11-13.
Yeah. That is the biggest lead in the league.
That is. And with all these stats, if the Beewolves win today's game, they're the standout in the division and the best record in baseball, Pete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That brings it to tonight's game number 24 of 44. It's the 11-11 Moose Bullpen Beasts with a solid rotation, good power as well. Not great contact hitters, which is maybe why they're at. So you know what they're going to do in the offseason. They're going against our 15-8 Beewolves. What a record so far. What a great start to the season.
Yes, sir.
The Moose are going to start their right-hander, Stubby Tubrick, fourth string. He throws the ball hard enough, puts a little bit of movement on it, but he's known for his accuracy. He's really accurate. He's got a 1-3 record on the season, but like I said before, a low 2.76 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP, and the expression on his face says it all, Pete.
He's lost. Notable players, Bash at third base. He's locked in. He's got great power, tremendous power. He's less than average connectivity. He actually struggles. He's got better than average speed on the base paths, and he's outperforming his career stats, which is why he's locked in. But he's hitting, for all of that, he's hitting 167. He's got 3 home runs on the season. Rip Dinger's also a third baseman. So again, I'm assuming one of those guys will be playing a secondary position. But Dinger's great power. Less than average ability to connect and poor speed. He's hitting 260 with 1 home run. Irene Fast, the right fielder, she's struggling this season. Again, great power, but less than average ability to connect and great speed on the base paths. But she's hitting a paltry 153 with 1 home run. So again, you can kind of see what the problem here is with these Moose. You know, you look at the Tubrick's record, and then you look at the batting averages of their notable players, and you start to realize what's going on over there with the Moose.
Yeah, I think I saw something that Dingers might be playing shortstop for the Moose, but we'll have to see how that comes in. They are going to be going against our fourth-string starting pitcher, Deshaun Levon, our only southpaw starter, left-hander. He throws the ball not entirely hard or with too much movement, but he's pretty accurate. He's got a 2.2 record on the season, so he's hoping to bring that to a winning record, a 4.1 ERA and a 1.01 WHIP. And Deshaun he's performed solidly in his last couple outings, so he's looking to expand it. I think smart pitch decisions, as long as he's not throwing meat to these guys, they have the power to take it out. But if he can get around them, he could string together another winning record here.
Yeah, that would be great to put him on the W side. Going behind him, the notable players, Laura Franco, who's 10th right now. She plays first base. She's got tremendous power. She's got better than average ability to connect, good connection and good speed on the base pass. She's hitting 368 with 4 home runs. Henley Dexteras, the shortstop, he's got better than average power, great ability to connect and great speed on the base paths. He's hitting 363 with 8 home runs. And then Buster Biggs in left field with better than average power, better than average ability to connect, and better than average speed. He's hitting 337 with 4 home runs. So,
yeah,
tale of two cities there, man. Flip the coin.
Yeah, we just saw the home runs there on the ticker in the lower left, and Handley is just 1 home run away from getting into the top 5. All right, well, we are going to see the lineup from the assistant coach. Looks a little something like this, Pete. It's going to start off. Hanley Dexteras will play shortstop at bat first. No real big surprise there. Billy LeBlanc will bat second and play right field. In left field, you got Buster Biggs. It's the old workhorses. He will bat third. Batting cleanup, Elora Franco. She'll play first base, even though she's a little tense. So unless we want to go with Ruby Green,
it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could go with Ruby Green. She's been pretty solid off the bench.
All right. So we're gonna give
her a rest.
We're gonna give Laura Franco the day off. She's gonna watch the game from the dugout. Although you never know, she may come in. Ruby Green will play first base then and give Laura Franco a little room to relax. Steve Monstour, she works hard enough. Steve Monstour will be batting fifth and and catching today. He's going to be followed by the 6th batter, Magic Moore, will play center field. The locked-in Magic Moore. The only player who's locked in on our team right now. Bertha Banks will play third base as usual and bat 7th. Batting in 8th, Gina Torrance. She'll be playing second base. And they're going to give the game ball to Deshaun Levon. He will bat 9th. He throws a 4-finger, the 2-finger, the slider, and the changeup. And we're hoping to get his first winning record of this season, Pete. They're throwing us down to the field back here at home in Red Rock.
Red Rock, we got the roof open. Beautiful day. Nice breeze blowing. Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Got my laundry out.
Yes, sir.
Hanging it out the window here.
Let's just say,
crap, I just lost a sock.
I thought they talked to you about that.
Right.
So the lineup for the Moose is going to look a little something like this. Johnson in left field, Bobbitt at second base, Bash at first base, Dinger's playing third base fast and catching. Nacho Crisp at shortstop, Tremendo in right field, Yoder at center field, and Tubrick pitching. So as the Beewolves take the field, top of the first, Stallion Johnson, Fred Bobbitt, and Bobby Bash are going to take a first look at Deshaun Levon, who brings his 4.01 ERA into today's ball game. Stallion Johnson, the left fielder's neutral and fit, hitting .239 with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs.
Some of the best fans in the league, all the sea of white there at the home crowd cheering him on. The first pitch by Deshaun Levon gets to Dexterous, who dives out, throws. It's not going to be there in time, though. Good running by Bobbitt. Good heads-up play. The first pitch is a single, and that brings up Fred Bobbitt, who's hitting .283 on the season. The pressure's already up. That's it deep to center field. Magic Moore is going back, and he stops at the warning track. He's going to toss that in. He's going to skip off the ground to Dexter. He's going to hold him up at first. The crowd back into it now. And that brings
2 pitches, 2 hits, though.
Yeah. Bobby Bash, who's hitting .167 on the season with a lot of power. The outfield's going to go deep. Got a runner at first base. The first pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Second one's high and inside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Deshaun Levon throwing his 5th pitch right now. Slings it. Oh, that one gets into the gap between first and second base. LeBoinc's going to throw the can into second to hold him up. And we got another runner on. And this brings the always dangerous Rip Dingers, who's got power against left-handers, and he's known as an RBI man. So that's Deshaun Levon has to be careful. The first one's inside just off the hand, strike 1. And now we'll see if Levon can get him to chase something. Goes a breaking pitch low, makes it in, check swing, strike 2. This is the closest he's been to a strikeout today. 1 out, 2 on, 2 strikes. Top of the first, no score. Hits that one hard to Gina Torrance, who's going to flip it to Dexterous over to first. The double play ends the side. Nice defense, Beewolves.
All right, so the Moose pick up 2 hits but no runs. So in the bottom of the first, Hanley Dexterous, Billy LeBoinc, and Buster Biggs, they're going to take a first look at Stubby Tubrick, who's got a 2.76 ERA. Hanley Dexterous is shortstop's neutral and fit, hitting .363 with 8 home runs, 20 RBIs. He's known as a tough out and a utility player. Takes the first pitch for cold strike. Strike 1. That one's popped into left center field. The center fielder Yoder is there to make the catch for the first out. So 1 down.
So far, it looks like the Moose have come to play, Pete. But they're facing. I'm sorry, what?
I was going to say, yeah, they're trying to get off the snide here.
Billy LeBoinc comes up, though. He's hitting .436. So good luck, Moose. Gets a little liner, but that's straight to Bash at first base. He's going to run it down himself for that second out.
Yes, sir. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit, hitting .337, hit 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. Tubrick, composed, delivers his 5th pitch for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a shot up the middle into center field, and Buster Biggs is going to pull into first with the first hit for the Beewolves.
Right.
Runner at first base with 2 outs.
Not going to hold him back all the way. That brings up Ruby Green, another 400 batting average. 404. RBI man with 1 on. Pulls that one into her own dugout. 0-1 the count. Hits a little liner, but that's straight to the glove of Bobbitt, and that'll end the side.
Yep. So as we head into the top of the second, still no score. Moose with 2 hits. Beewolves 1 hit. Irene Fast, Nacho Crisp, and Hose Tremendo going to face Levon, who threw 8 pitches, gave up 2 hits in that first inning. Irene Fast, the right fielder's neutral and fit, hitting 153 with a home run, 5 RBIs. Still no score in the top of the second. Sean Levon delivers, and that's into right field, and Billy LeBoink is able to chase it down and make the catch for the first out. Nacho Crisp is shortstop's tough out, hitting 159, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Crisp off to a slow start here in this season. Takes the first pitch for a cold strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. And Nacho Crisp is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Crisp known as a tough out around the league. That one's low and inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's inside as well. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Nobody on base for Crisp. That's fouled off along the third baseline. Crisp making Levon throw some pitches. Levon up to 15 pitches here. Takes that one high, ball 3, and the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with an out after going 0-2. And Crisp walks on a low pitch. So Nacho Crisp at first base, and Hose Tremendo, the right fielder, steps in. He's hitting 254 with a home run, 5 RBIs. Crisp with about average speed over at first. That's popped up into foul territory. Ruby Green is back and makes the catch in foul territory for the second out. They hold Nacho Crisp to first base. Chevelle Yoder, the center fielder's neutral and fit, hitting 250 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Yoder known as a tough out around the league. That's in there for called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Nacho Crisp at first base. Ooh, that's low, ball 2. That's fouled off into the dugout there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Chevelle Yoder, the Moose center fielder. That's popped up. That's going to be out of play. So Yoder will get another pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Levon delivering his 23rd pitch. And that's a roller foul along the third baseline. So Yoder making Levon throw some pitches here. That's popped up into left field, and Biggs picks it up off of his shoe tops for the third out. So no runs, no hits, no errors in the top half of the second. Steve Monstour, Magic Moore, and Bertha Banks going to step up in against Tubrick, who threw 9 pitches and gave up 1 hit.
Wow.
In the first inning. Yeah. Monstour, the catcher's got power versus right-handed pitching. Hitting 345 on the season, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. That first pitch is outside, ball 1. That's a smash. That's going into left field. Unfortunately, it's going to carry far enough for Johnson to be able to get under it and make the catch. 1 out.
And that brings up Magic Moore. Hitting 354 on the season, 5 long balls. Smashes that. That could be number 6, Pete. I think it is. That's gone. Oh, he makes a jump, but it's not going to be there. It's over the wall, Pete, and the first run of the game is a Beewolves score. That ball went 442 feet. It is Magic Moore's 6th home run and 17th RBI of the season. You can count on Magic to make it happen.
Well, he's been struggling the last couple of games, so hopefully this is him getting off the snide. Bertha Banks, the third baseman's neutral and fit. She's hitting 351 with 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. Takes the first pitch, swing and a miss. She was out in front of that one. No balls, 1 strike. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's high, ball 2. Ball 3. Tubrick seems to be rattled a little bit by that home run. He's a composed pitcher, though. And he's able to get that one in. So full count to Bertha Banks, 3-2. She pops that one up into foul territory along the left-hand side, and Johnson's able to get over and make the catch for the second out.
Well, he pulled himself back together there. Did Stubby Tubrick. Gina Torrance, 425. She gets on, she's fast. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 the count. Second pitch lobs a little high. Ball 1, 1 apiece, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Beewolves. That one's off the plate, as he says. 2-1. That one's the inside corner misses though. Ball 3-3-1. He's composed though. That's where he came back and he beat what's her name. That one's in there for a strike. Full count. 3-2, 2 outs. A swinging roller, comebacker. He missed it. Can't quite pick it up. And Gina Torrens, the quick Gina Torrens, is going to run that out for a single.
All right, starting pitcher Deshaun Levon's locked in and fit, hitting .417 with a home run and 2 RBIs. 2 outs. Gina Torrens over at first base. That one's hit foul along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike. Gina Torrens is off with the pitch, and she is in there with a stolen base. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Gina Torrens standing at second. Deshaun Levon takes that pitch for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen's a roller to Bobbitt at second base, who picks it up, makes the throw to Bash to retire the side. But thanks to Magic Moore, the score is 1-0 Beewolves as we head into the top of the third. Stubby Tubrick, the starting pitcher. Stallion Johnson and Fred Bobbitt going to face Deshaun Levon, who's thrown 24 pitches, giving up a walk and 2 hits.
The pitcher, Stubby Tubrick.
Stubby. Good contact for a pitcher. Looking a little angry at Deshaun Levon, number 29, who's throwing his 25th pitch here to start the third inning, and it's in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Deshaun Levon dishes another to him. He hits it foul, and he's quickly ahead in the count, 4-2. Spits it to now, wipes it on his sleeve. The composed fourth-string starter winds up, throws it. It's a little roller to Torrens, who's going to pick it up and soft throw over to first to Green for that first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Stallion Johnson.
That's bringing Stallion Johnson 1-for-1 with a single on the day. Stallion in the left-hand batter's box with the shin guard. First pitch, breaking pitch, misses inside, ball 1 to Stallion Johnson. Second one's on the outside corner, strike, still no swing. We're even at 1 apiece with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Nice change up there by Deshaun Levon, and he's ahead 1-2 to Stallion Johnson, the left fielder for the Michigan Moose, who last season won it all. Hits a little roller down the first base line, foul. Staying at 1-2. Comes right at him quickly, inside corner. There's Deshaun Levon's first strikeout lead, a nice one. And he sits him. And that gives you Fred Bobbitt, who's locked in. And he's done some things that I didn't catch. As a Chiron came up over there over my brand new monitor here I got at home, Pete.
I thought you were going to say he's done some things he's not proud of.
Yeah, he's done some things he'd rather not talk about. That first one, split finger, he anticipated, but it was low, ball 1. That pitch makes it in, strike 1 on the top. No swing still yet by Bobbitt. There he swings. It's a roller to Dexter's. He's going to pick it up, make the easy throw to first for that third out and clean up the side.
All right, so we're heading into the bottom of the third. Moose, no runs, 2 hits. Beewolves, 1 run on 3 hits. Hanley Dexter 0-for-1. Billy LeBoink 0-for-1. Buster Biggs 1-for-1. Tubrick at 28 pitches, giving up 3 hits. Hanley Dexter, the shortstop, is neutral and fit. 0-for-1 today.
There he is. Handley man looking for that 9th home run. First pitch in there for a strike. Now he's ready. He gets a little ahead of it, pops it up in the center field. That's going to be an easy catch, waving off the center fielder. Siobhan Yoder, again, played last season for the Arctics.
Billy LeBoink steps in. He's 0-for-1 today. 1 out with nobody on base. First pitch from Tubrick's in there for a called strike. That was off the end of the bat to Bobbitt at second base. So he'll pick it up, make the throw to second for 2 quick outs.
They got to make him throw some more pitches. Buster Biggs, 1-for-1 with a single. Having a good day. Had a good year last year. I was quite a bit early on that one. Swinging with strike 1. Another floater. That makes it in there for a strike. And he's in the hole 0-2. Swings at a low and away pitch. A roller to Dingers who bare hands it and throws him out at first base.
Not a good inning at the plate for the Beewolves. He did not throw a lot of pitches. But we're heading into the top of the fourth. Beewolves holding on to that 1-0 lead. Bobby Bash 1-for-1. Rip Dingers 0-for-1. And Irene Fast 0-for-1. Going to face Levon, who's thrown 34 pitches. Bobby Bash is locked in and fit. He's 1-for-1 with a single. And Levon at 35 pitches. I'm sorry. First shot is there. Oh, just over Ruby Green's head into right field. Billy LeBoyne picks it up, makes the throw to hold Bash to a single. So he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Rip dingers. Power versus the left-handed pitching. He's 0 for 1. Hit ground into a double play in the first inning. Let's hope he can do it again. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Throw over to first, but Bash is able to get back. So Bash with quite a bit of speed over at first. That's a roller to Deshaun Levant, who's not going to be able to get. Oh, he turned and threw to second. Unfortunately, Bash was able to beat it out, and the relay to first was too slow, too. So now you got runners at first and second with nobody out. Pressure starting to climb here. Irene Fast hitting 150 on the season. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. No outs in the top of the 4th. Irene Fast takes another one for a called second strike, and she's in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. Levant steps off the rubber, and the runners get back to base. No throw, though. No balls, 2 strikes. That's fouled off along the third baseline. Swing and a miss, and Irene Fast is another victim of Deshaun Levant. Nacho Crisp, the shortstop, is a tough out. He walked his first time up. 1 out now with the runners at first and second. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Crisp known as a tough out around the league. That one's hit hard into the air, into center field. Magic Moore is there, makes the catch. And the runner from second is going to tag up and get the third. So now there's runners at first and third with 2 outs, and Jose Tremendo, the right fielder, steps up. He's 0 for 1 today. Levant at 45 pitches here. That's popped up behind home plate. Steve Monstour is out. He's back, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. So no harm done as we head into the bottom of the 4th. Moose, no runs, 3 hits. Beewolves, 1 run on 3 hits. Ruby Green, 0 for 1. Steve Monstour, 0 for 1. Magic Moore, 1 for 1 with a home run. Tubricks at 35 pitches, giving up 3 hits.
Well, it's got to make you mad if you're a Moose fan, that last one, getting so close.
Yeah, Ruby Green, the first baseman's neutral and fit. 0 for 1 today. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one smashed into straightaway center field. And the center fielder Yoder's under it and makes the catch for the 1st out. So 1 down.
Steve Monstour comes up. Power against right-handers 0 for 1 on the day. You know, Stubby Tubrick's throwing strikes. So they can get those hits on him. That first one he misses for a ball, though. But they're just not getting him in the gaps. The fans on their feet here for Steve Monstour. That one's a strike and 1 apiece. And he comes with 2 quick ones, 1 and 2 now. And Steve Monstour swings a little early, pulls it foul down the right first base line. That one's good eye on the outside quarter, misses 1 and 2. Or 2 and 2, I'm sorry. It's a roller, but that's straight to Bobbitt. And he's going to throw it to first for that 2nd out.
Oh, no. Monstour's mojo took a hit. Magic Moore, the center fielders, 1 for 1 with a home run and an RBI. It's got good connection versus the left-handed pitching. Unfortunately, Tubrick is a right-hander, so that's in there for a called strike. First pitch is in for a called strike. That one's fouled off. So very quickly, Magic Moore in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. That one's high, ball 1. Nobody on base.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Hero to goat in 1 at bats. We're going to the top of the 5th. Beewolves holding on to a 1-0 lead. Chevelle Yoder 0 for 1. Stubby Tubrick 0 for 1. And Stallion Johnson 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Levant at 45 pitches with 2 strikeouts, a walk, and giving up 3 hits.
Still a close game.
Number 80.
Yes, sir.
Chevelle
It's moving kind of quick.
Yeah. Yoder ex-Arctic. Wearing orange this season. Anticipated that first split finger inside, but it misses. Ball 1 will count. Swings and gets a piece of that foul back by us. Souvenir, 1 apiece. Hits that breaking pitch straight to Dexter's and pick it up, throw it to first. And plenty of time to Ruby Green for that 1st out. And here comes Stubby Tubrick again, 0 for 1 on the day. But again, still a pitcher that can do some damage. Deshaun Levant hoping to get out of this inning. It's his 49th pitch straight to Torrance, roller to Torrance for that 2nd out. Boy, if he can get this out here, you get out of this in 50 pitches.
Stallion
But he's got to get past Stallion Johnson. Just 1 for 2 with a single. Looking a little bit tense, though. Grabbing the bat a little bit. The crowd supporting Levon here on their feet. Split finger makes it in for a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 outs. 2 more strikes to go. Check swing strike 2. There's his second one. Deshaun Levon looking at another K. Does not get him to chase that one low and away. And we're at 1 and 2. Swinging with strike 3. And he ends the inning on a great note.
Yes, sir. So as we head into the bottom of the 5th, it's still Moose, no runs, 3 hits. Beewolves, 1 run, 3 hits. Bertha Banks, 0 for 1. Gina Torrance, 1 for 1. Deshaun Levon, 0 for 1. Tuberk at 47 pitches with a strikeout and giving up 3 hits. Come on, Beewolves. Let's get some more runs on the board here. Bertha Banks, neutral and fit, 0 for 1 today.
Not a whole lot of offense. Yeah, like you mentioned, you're looking to get something on the board. But one of the teams with the best record in the league, 92 miles an hour. Misses outside, ball 1. That one misses inside, 90 miles an hour, ball 2.
That
one's hit straight to first base. Bash picks it up, runs it down.
Oh, no. Bertha Banks, Mojo's taking a hit. Gina Torrance, 1 for 1 with a single.
Uh-oh.
There's a substitute. Oh, no. Bertha Banks has pulled her hammy. The first pitch from Tuberk to Torrance is in there for cold strike. Strike 1. That one's high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Torrance. That one's popped up. That's going into left field. And Johnson's under it to make the catch for the second out. 2 outs now, and Deshaun Levon steps in.
I hope Bertha Banks is okay. Deshaun Levon comes up, locked in. It's a power one past the mound into center field. That's a nice clean single on the first pitch. I don't think Tuberk was expecting that.
No, Tuberk's mojo comes down. Elliot Dexter's the shortstop's neutral fit. He's 0 for 2 though today. Known as a tough out and a utility player. Levon does not have a whole lot of speed over at first base. Dexter's rips that foul out of play along the first baseline. That's in there for called second strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. That was lifted into left field, and Johnson's there to make the catch. Johnson. Too much Johnson. So as we head into the top of the 6th, it's Beewolves 1, Moose nothing. Fred Bobbitt 0 for 2. Bobby Bash 2 for 2. And Rick Dinger's 0 for 2. Levon at 53 pitches with 3 strikeouts, a walk, giving up 3 hits. Fred Bobbitt's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 2 today, though. Hitting 274 on the season. Levon is on fire right now.
He is. Who can play third base?
Well, I think we'll have to do like
Laura
maybe
Franco. Laura
Can
Franco's.
she?
It's her secondary position. Yep.
Okay.
So they expected to have the day off, but they're going to.
Her fielding is horrible, though. Bertha Banks.
Wait, did I get her
come out?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, Bertha Banks has to come out for the pulled hamstring. Laura Franco's going to take over at third base. She's tense but fit. She's got a little bit better than average speed. Her fielding at third base really suffers. She's a first baseman at heart, but she can sub in. And she's got less than average arm over at third base. So this may be a detriment here. Now in at third base, Laura Franco.
But she's so good. I mean, how could she do poorly, right?
First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1 to Fred Bobbitt. That's in there for strike, and Bobbitt finds himself now in the hole 0-2 with no outs. That's popped up on the infield. Deshaun Levon steps off the mound and is there to make the catch for the first out. So 1 down. And Bobby Bash, the third baseman's locked in and fit. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles today, Tommy.
Jeez.
Nobody on base for Mr. Bash. Levon delivers, and that's a shot. Oh, and unfortunately, Laura Franco dove for it, but her dive came up a little short. So Mr. Bash is going to go 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Rick Dinger's 0 for 2 today. He's got power versus left-handed pitching. 1 out. The runner at first has speed. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Throw over to first, and Bash is able to get back. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out to Rip Dingers. Swing and a miss, and Dingers was out in front of that one. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dingers in the hole now. And there's a roller that Franco's going to pick up, make the throw to first for the second out.
Smart play.
Didn't even try to go for the double play. We got bit the last time doing that. Irene Fast, 0 for 2 today. Runner at second with some speed. 2 outs though. Play the batter. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Levon steps off the rubber and bashes back onto second base. Levon delivers in there for called strike. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sean Levon, making his 63rd pitch here. That's a little low. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Levon locked in. That's a shot. Oh no! And that gets past Torrens. And Magic Moore's going to come up firing. Not in time, and the score is tied. So Irene Fast with a single, and she was able to reach second on the play at home. But the score is now tied 1-1 in the top of the 6th. Nacho Crisp steps in.
Oh, crap.
And that's going to get into left field. Buster Biggs comes up throwing and makes it to throw home. So we've got runners at first and third with 2 out. Hose Tremendo, the right fielder's neutral, and Fitty's 0 for 2 today. Pressure is up on Levon. Throws over to first to keep Crisp close, and Crisp is back. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. There's a roller foul along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike. That's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Host Tremendo was out in front of that one. Tremendo now in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Sean delivers a pop-up on the infield. Levon comes down towards home plate, makes the catch for the 3rd out.
Second time.
The score has tied up in the 6th inning. It's the Moose, 1 run on 6 hits. Beewolves, 1 run on 4 hits. Billy LeBoink 0 for 2, Buster Biggs 1 for 2, Ruby Green 0 for 2, Stubby Tubrick at 57 pitches with a strikeout and giving up 4 hits. LeBoink is neutral and fit, favors the high pitch, but he's 0 for 2 today. Come on, Billy.
I didn't expect a team with such a low run differential against a team with such a high differential. I'm surprised we're at 1 apiece. The pressure's up. First one misses, second one misses. 2 quick balls by Tubrick to Billy LeBoink. That one he hits high over the jumping head of Nacho Crisp at shortstop, and that's going to be a clean single for Billy LeBoink.
Yes, sir. LeBoink, not a lot of speed. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit, 1 for 2 with a single, and the pressure has come up now on Tubrick, who's at 60 pitches. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there for called strike. 1-1. That's a smash. That's going to go to Bobbitt. He'll flip it to Crisp for 1 and over dash for 2. Double play, bases clearing double play. So 2 outs now, and Ruby Green stepping in.
Ruby Green 0 for 2 on the day. Still with a 390 average. That one was right in there, but she watches. 0-1 the count. Pressure up, medium. That one's low. Good eye. 1 apiece. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Tie ball game here in Phoenix. That one makes it in for strike. 1 and 2. It's a hard liner on the first base line. Luckily, no one was in front of it. And that's a little roller to Bobbitt, who's going to make it another one to the 3rd out. Boy.
Yes, sir. We're heading into the 7th inning. The score is tied 1-1. Chevelle Yoder 0 for 2. Stubby Tubrick 0 for 2. And Stallion Johnson 1 for 3 with and 2 strikeouts. So Sean Levon at 69 pitches with 3 strikeouts, a walk, and giving up 6 hits.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
Chevelle Yoder 0 for 2. And Levon's hoping he goes 0 for 3. Levon's got at least 1 more inning in him here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice outside pitch there to Yoder, who's trying to make up for lost time. That one's high, but it makes it in, strike 2. He's a tough out. Sean Levon throwing a 72nd pitch. What is it? Nice breaking pitch over the head of Franco into left field. Buster Biggs grabs that, throws it to the cutoff. Dexter's who's going to walk that one in. Clean single by Yoder. He now is 1 for 3, and that brings us Stubby Tubrick, the locked-in Stubby Tubrick, over 2, but there he goes. Perry Quaker, he's going to be relieved by Perry Quaker, another power hitter with fair contact and okay speed. He likes the low pitch. He's going to come in and pinch hit for Tubrick. So he's going up against Deshaun Levon, who's the pressure's way up. That one misses low, ball 1. He got a fast runner at first base. 1 ball, no outs. Breaking pitch misses high and inside, ball 2. He's being careful. Quaker goes to first. Doesn't get him. Outfield's going to go deep. Perry Quaker. That one makes the outside corner, strike 1. The safety's off now. 2-1 the count to Perry Quaker. Maybe get him. He does not chase. 3-1 to count. Hitter's pitch to Perry Quaker. Sean Levine closing in on 80 pitches. That one he hits hard, deep to left field. It's going back to the wall. Oh, and he jumps, but he can't grab it. That is a multi-run. Is that a 3-run home run? That one went 2-run. 387 feet over the left field wall. It's Perry Quaker's 2nd home run and 8th RBI of the season. And that puts the Moose out in front by 2. And up comes Stallion Johnson. Luckily for us, he's a little tense. And Deshaun Levine hoping to get out of the inning to get the Beewolves back up at the plate. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Stallion Johnson. Breaking pitch, a little liner to the exterior is going to be an easy out. Throw to first for the first out. Just the first out of the inning. A little ways to go. Fred Bobbitt 0 for 3. He's got power against right-handers, but he's facing a left-hander. It's a good contact hitter, not a whole ton of power. First one breaking pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 the count. Second pitch, high and outside, strike, 0-2. Levine's 1 pitch away from a strikeout. He pops that one up into foul territory in front of the Beewolves dugout. Ruby Green ranges over, gets it to the edge of the grass. For the second out, tosses that to a kid in the 3rd row. And that brings in Bobby Bash 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Locked in, the outfield's going deep. Bash having a great day here against the Beewolves. Watches the first pitch of there for a strike, 0-1 the count. A little shake in the hip in the right-hand batter's box. The thick Bash watches the second one go. He thought that was outside, but it's in for a strike, 0-2. Bash looking to give it a bash. Breaking pitch hit. Oh, that goes past Ruby Green at first base. Thought she was going to grab that. And that's going to be a single. 4 for 4 for Bash today. And that brings up Rip Dingers. Power against left-handers. The outfield's going back, but good news for us. He's 0 for 3 on the day, but he's known as an RBI man. So Sean Levine's going to be careful. 86 pitches in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Pressure up here. Top of the 7th, 3-1 Moose. Only matchup between these two teams this regular season. Hits that one into his own dugout. Foul 0-2. This is where the bad stuff happens. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Deshaun Levine gets out of there. Way to close out with a strikeout. And that's going to have Perry Quaker's going to take a seat. And they're going to bring in the reliever, Carla Tolbert. Carla Tolbert throws the ball harder than average. She's really good at the junk, so that ball's going to move. She's not entirely accurate. She does a 4-finger, the curve, the slider, and the changeup.
So the Moose put 2 on the board in the 7th, making it 3-1 as we head into the bottom of the 7th. Steve Monstour 0 for 2, 1 for 2 with a home run and a strikeout. Laura Franco's first at bat. Tolbert coming in with her 4.09 ERA. Steve Monstour is tense but fit. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. He's 0 for 2 so far today, but he's facing off against Tolbert. First pitch from Tolbert's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Allen's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Steve Monstour smashes that just foul along the first baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one's low. Count is gone full now to Steve Monstour. Tolbert delivers. Swing and a miss. Monstour goes down on strikes. 1 out.
She'll let that one go. Magic Moore 1 for 2 with a home run and an RBI. The fans on their feet hoping for another one. Throws it way outside. I don't know if she's going to... Yeah, she is. A little unintentional luck. No, that one's 2 of them. 2 balls. Tolbert gains her composure. High pitch to Magic Moore. Hits it in the center field. Is it going to drop? No. It drops in the Laura Yoder for that second out.
Laura Franco tense but fit, hitting .368 on the season with 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Tolbert at 9 pitches.
Oh, I want that pitch again.
First one was in there for a called strike. Strike 1.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. That one's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Franco. That one's way outside, ball 2. Count is evened up. 2-2 now. That's off the end of the bat. Just foul along the first baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Ooh. That one smashed. Foul along the third baseline. Franco protecting the plate. Two
Yes!
balls, 2 strikes. That's a smash. That's
Yes!
going into deep
That's
left
gone.
field. That is gone into the stands in deep left field. Laura Franco just went 393 feet. It's her 5th home run and 11th RBI of the season, and the Beewolves pull within 1.
Wow.
3-2 now with Gina Torrens, the second baseman, stepping in.
That'll relieve the tension a bit. The crowd's still on their feet and cheering. And Gina Torrens comes up, hits a hard one liner down the first base line. Carla Colbert's composed. It's a liner to. Oh, it's a tough dive. Nacho Chris picks it up. Oh, she's going to come back. She's coming back. She thought she might be able to get 2, Pete. Catch him sleeping, but she comes back to first. Nice single.
Yes, sir. So runner at first base, and Deshaun Levon, the starting pitcher, steps in. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Gina Torrens with a lot of speed over at first base. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh,
there she goes.
Damn it.
Caught her in the rundown.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a familiar sight.
Yep. What is... anyway. So we're heading into the top of the 8th. Moose 3, Beewolves 2. Irene Fast 1 for 3 with the double and a strikeout. Nacho Chris. Okay. Irene Fast 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Deshaun Levon's on the bump. He's throwing his 89th pitch, but it looks like it may be that may be all for Levon. Deshaun Levon's going to come out. Tats Belfour is going to step in. Belfour with a 5.09 ERA, a 1.47 whip, and 10 strikeouts. He's neutral and fit. He's got a little bit less than average velocity. He's got average junk and a little bit less than average accuracy. He's fully walk prone. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. So Tats Belfour going up against Irene Fast. First pitch is low, ball 1. Moose 3, Beewolves 2 in the top of the 8th. That's in there for called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. Belfour delivers. That's in there for called strike, and Fast finds herself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Belfour delivers. Fast is able to push that one foul along the first base line, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a roller to Torrens. Will pick it up, make the throw over to first to get Fast for the first out. So 1 down, and Nacho Crisp, the shortstop, comes in. He's neutral and fit and known as a tough out. He's 1 for 2 today. Belfour delivers. That's in it for cold strike. Looked like he was going to offer at it, but held up. No balls, 1 strike. There's a shot that's going to get into left center field. Moore is unable to corral it, and it got past him. And Crisp is able to pull into second with a double. Hose Tremendo, the right fielder's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 3 today. Nacho Crisp with some about average speed at second base. Belfour at 7 pitches with a 1 out. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Tremendo. That's inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strike. Moose with a run lead. That one's a shot, and that's going to go back to Tats Belfour, who's able to hold Nacho Crisp at second, makes the throw to get Tremendo at first. So 2 outs. Chevelle Yoder, the center fielder, he steps in. 1 for 3 today. Nacho Crisp at second base with 2 outs. First pitch to Yoder's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Allen's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs to Chevelle Yoder. That's in there for called second strike. Yoder, known around the league as a tough house. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. There's a shot.
Yes!
And a diving catch
Who
by
said
Laura
she can't
Franco
play third?
for the 3rd out. So we're heading into the bottom of the 8th now. It's Moose, 3 runs on 10 hits. Beewolves, 2 runs on 7 hits. Tats Belfour, Hanley Dexteris, and Billy LeBoy going to face Tolber, who threw 19 pitches and gave up a strikeout and 2 hits.
All right,
Tats Belfour's neutral and fit, hits 200 on the season.
Number 26.
Irene Fast is going to get pulled in favor of Julius Angelis. Julius Angelis looks like a defensive substitution. He's got no errors on the season. He's hitting .250 with no home runs. He's neutral and fit. He's got excellent speed, better than average fielding, and about average arm. He's got good connection versus left-handed pitching. So now at catcher, Julius Angeles. Tats Belfour is going to actually hit here. Ball 1. Allen's outside. Ball 2 actually gets away from Angeles. That's in there for called strike. 2 balls and a strike to Tats Belfour. It's now 3-1 to Tats Belfour. That's ball 4, and Tats Belfour has walked. The leadoff batter has taken first base, and it was the pitcher. I'm surprised that they walked the pitcher.
That is, yeah, me too. I had to combat him with 4 balls, and now the pressure's way up here. The fans are on their feet, hoping to get. Hanley takes the first one there for a strike. He can do some damage. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Watches the second one go. That's a ball, even 1 apiece. Got Tats Belfour first base, inside corner. Good patience by Hanley. 2-1 the count. A high pitch, but he swings at it. It's going deep to center field, waving that off his Yoder. He's going to grab that for that first out.
Dang. 1 down, and Billy LeBoink steps in. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. He favors the high pitch, hitting .433 on the season with 2 home runs. Tats Belfour raise. That pitch is inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. Belfour, the tying run at first base. That's going to be flipped to Crisp, who's going to get the first. Crisp flips it to second for the out, and they are unable to complete the double play. So a runner at first now with 2 outs.
He's 1 for 3 with a single. He's got a slow run at first base, but the fans still on their feet, hoping for that long ball. We're in there. Ooh, a little inside. Ball 1 from Carl Tolbert throwing his 32nd pitch. High, but it was in there for a strike. 1 apiece. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Beewolves need to get this offense going. There's a ball. 2-1 the count. A way high floater. 3-1. It's a hitter's pitch to Buster Biggs. And ball 4. She walks another back. Good patience by the Beewolves batters. Let me see if we can get another run out of this, Pete.
Yes, sir. Runners at first and second out. 2 outs. Ruby Green steps in, known as an RBI man. First pitch is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no outs. That one's high, ball 2. Tolbert seems to be struggling with her. That's a shot. That's going into.
That's the tie. Is it? No.
No.
Okay. Good
bases loaded.
That's right.
A single into center field.
I forgot who was at third. That brings up Steve Monstour, and that brings out Carla Tolbert. She's going to have a seat, the reliever for the Moose. They're going to bring in Charlie Best, who's juiced, locked in and juiced, prime physical condition. Pete, he throws the ball hard. He puts the craziest junk on it you've ever seen, and he's amazingly accurate. This is exactly the guy the Moose need to shut this down. He's a specialist, and he's composed. And I'm guessing he's underpaid. With that kind of number 29th was the 4-finger, the 2-finger, the curveball, and the changeup. So look out. Look at that look on his face. Let's see what his windup is like. Misses outside corner. The bases are full with 2 outs. That one makes an inside strike. 1 apiece. 2 outs. Bottom. It's all up to Steve Stewart. 97 miles an hour. He's got 2 strikes on him now. 1 and 2. Misses ball 2. Good patience. 2-2-2. And he pops that one up. That's going to be it. And they got to go to the 9th inning. Chevelle Yoder waves it off, grabs that, and closes out the 8th inning.
Come on, man. That was right there. That was a home run. So we're heading into the top of the 9th. Moose, 3 runs on 10 hits. Beewolves, 2 runs on 8 hits. Charlie Best's first at bat. Stallion Johnson, 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Fred Bobbitt, 0 for 4. Belfour threw 14 pitches.
Boy, are they going to pull Best here? No, they're not. Okay, they got the lead. I was going to say, they want to leave this guy in to pitch some more and see what he hits. He's actually not a bad hitter. I mean, I think because he's locked in. The first one's in there for a strike by Belfour. He's got to be a little bit careful to Charlie Best, who's got no average on the season. Pops that one to the left field. Buster Biggs running over. Grabs it just left, just outside the foul line. Almost dropped it. 1 down. Stallion Johnson, right. 1 for 4, the single on the day. Stallion left-handed batter box. Crowd getting into it here. Hoping to get that. See if the Beewolves can put it back together. 17th pitch is a roller, and that gets past Gina Torrance at second base. I was afraid if she dove for it, it was going to dive past it. I got a runner at first. Possible double play. Fred Bobbitt's 0 for 4. So if Belfour could throw a breaking pitch and get into a double play, that'd be great. Fast runner at first base. First pitch, breaking pitch in there for strike 1, 0 on the count. 3-2 Moose. Second pitch in there for a strike as well, going right at him. 0-2 the count. See, the runner's going to go. 20th pitch. Breaking pitch just misses outside. The crowd was on the edge of the seat for that one. Goes to first. Can't quite get him. Good eye there. Good eye. Oh, it's a hard liner. Look at it. It's a foul ball. Souvenir first base line. Fred Bobbitt shows you don't want to throw a meat. Little breaking pitch to Torrance, who's going to toss that to second. And Lee Dexteris gets him out. Luckily, he dropped the ball, picked it back up, and grabbed the base, only because he's as good as he is. They could not get the double play, and this brings up Bobby Bash, who's 4 for 4. I don't know if Belfort should throw to him, but we'll see. He does. It goes deep to center field. Magic Moore going back by the wall, and it's out of here. Probably should have pitched around. Bobby Bash goes 5 for 5, 412 feet over the center field wall. That's his 4th home run and 12th RBI of the season, and I think that puts it out of reach for the Beewolves. And it's going to bring in Rip Dingers, the 10th Rick Dingers, who's got power against left-handers. And it's now a 5-2 game. The Beewolves aren't out of it. They're not out of it. They need 3 runs to get back in here. First one in for a strike, second one for a strike. He just needs one more strike, but this is where it usually falls apart. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Monster's got to pick it up and throw it to first to end that side.
Yep, but the Moose put 2 more on the board, making it 5-2 as we head into the bottom of the ninth. The Moose out hitting the Beewolves 12-8. Magic Moore 1 for 3 with a home run and a strikeout. Laura Franco 1 for 1 with a home run, and Gina Torrance 2 for 3. Charlie Best threw 5 pitches in his brief appearance. Magic Moore, the center fielder, is locked in and fit. He's got good connection versus left-handed pitching. Stallion Johnson's going to get pulled, the left fielder, and then they're going to substitute Buck Swiner. Buck Swiner, the left fielder. He's got no errors. He's hitting .295 on the season with 7 home runs. He's neutral and fit. He's got a little bit better than average speed. He's got very good fielding and an excellent arm. He's got bad jumps, though. So the Moose starting to make defensive substitutions. First pitch from Best is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's fouled off along the third baseline. No balls, 2 strikes to Magic Moore.
No.
Swing and a miss,
Wow.
and Magic Moore goes down on strikes. So 1 down in the bottom of the ninth.
Laura Franco comes in 1 for 1 with a home run. 2 for 2 with another home would be great. The fans on their feet cheering her on. That one's right in there for a strike. She's testing him. His 10th pitch outside corner, a little flubber. That's going to be right in the glove of Bobbitt with second out.
Gina Torrance neutral and fit. She's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, hitting .434 on the season. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Moose 5, Beewolves 2. That's a pop-up in the left field, and that's going to be the game. Underneath is Swiner for the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Beewolves lose 2 in a row.
Ah, yikes. Oh, boy, they were in that thing until the ninth. Well, no, until the 8th. But the top... No, it was the top of the ninth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2-run homer by Bash put it out of reach.
Well,
Otherwise, it was just a 1-run game.
not a
Although
whole...
I don't know, because the pitcher that the Moose put in, we didn't hit him very well.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Well, what a
Okay.
reversal there. I mean, the Beewolves come out first, get ahead, the Moose tie it up. They go out another 2. Beewolves scratch back to get 1 more, but then they give up 2 in the ninth. That's 5 runs off of 12 hits. Pretty good offense for a team that doesn't have much offense this year. Beewolves, on the other hand, only get 8 hits, 2 runs. So just they weren't prepared, I don't think, to play these Moose today.
And and the scoring, even 8 hits, was 2 home runs that we scored on.
Yeah.
As we talked about before, too, they were solo home. So
Yeah.
we're not we're not hitting the ball out when there's people on base. So there were 2 solo home runs. Outside of that, there were 6 hits that just kind of didn't do much.
Yeah. Reversal of fortune there. Bobbitt goes 0 for 5, while Bash goes 5 for 5. And Bash has got to be player of the game.
He does. He's got the game winning. Well, I mean, again, they still had a 1-run lead, so you know, it just really kind of put the icing on the cake.
And the
took the air out of the sails. But honestly, with the exception of Johnson, Bash, and Crisp, I mean, nobody else had more than 1 hit.
Yeah, the formidable Rip Dinger's 0 for 5. That's impressive. Tremendo 0 for 4. Yeah. Not so tremendo, is he? On our side, Dextera's 0 for 4. Monstour 0 for 4.
Right. I mean, on our side, only Gina Torrance had 2 hits.
Yeah. Continued her great season. Keeping up her .429 batting average. Pitching, Stubby Tubrick gets the win. Their 4th string. Throws 6 innings, gets 5 hits, 1 earned run. Gets a K of his own and gives up a home run. His ERA stays at a 2.55. What a good year for him. He's 2-3 on the season now, so he's working his way towards a winning record. Tolbert comes in, throws an inning and 2/3, gives up 3 hits, 1 earned run, walks 2 batters, gets a K, and throws a home run as well. He's at 4.18. He's 3-0 on the season. And Charlie Best comes in, gets a save. He throws 1 1/3 inning, strikes out a runner, looking great out there. Yeah, they call him Best for a reason. Higgie's got a 2.86 ERA. He's 2-0-2 on the season.
And for the Beewolves, Deshaun Levant takes the loss. He pitched 7 solid innings, gave up 9 hits, unfortunately 3 earned runs. He had 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. He did give up 1 home run. His ERA drops to 3.98, but his record falls to 2 wins and 3 losses. Tats Belfour came out, pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 home run. His ERA is at 5.49 as his record remains 1 win and 3 saves.
Yep. 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and 2 innings. It wasn't Balfour's best showing. Look at the players of the game, Pete.
I agree with you. He probably should have pitched around Bash. First player of the game, Bobby Bash. Again, 5 for 5. Again, it would have been smart to pitch around him, but singles. He had 4. He was 4 for 4 with 4 singles. I kind of figured maybe we could have got a ground out in the ninth, but Bobby Bash 5 for 5, a home run, 2 RBIs and 2 runs, and like we were talking about, put the game out of reach and really put the icing on put the cap on the bottle there.
He's followed by the B-ranked Perry Quaker. The first baseman, number 25 for the Moose, went 1 for 1 with a home run. That one was important. 2 RBIs, was a 2-runner, and he crossed the base himself for that run.
And then the third star of the game was the B+ Stubby Tubrick, who went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, an earned run, and had 1 strikeout.
A B+ for a 4th string pitcher. That's a pretty good 4th string guy.
Certainly is. Tommy G had 3 hits, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 1 great catch, and 1 strikeout for a 42% contribution. Pete J had 5 hits, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 1 great catch, 1 stolen base, 4 strikeouts, and
you should have beamed a batter.
58,
you would have
58%. I was thinking about it. I was really thinking about it.
You would have had stats across the whole thing.
I thought if I did, you would have been mad at me, though.
No.
Because after the Bash home run, I was going to have.
You could have beamed him.
I was going to have Belfour just nail the next guy up.
Well, geez, I guess that's our first. Is that our first losing streak of the season?
Well, no, we lost 4 in a row to start the season.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we went 0-4, remember?
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, that wasn't good. All right, our second one of the season. All right, well.
Yeah.
Well, it's important we turn things around. Now we got the Herbisaurs coming in town for 2 straight, so that'll be. See if we go in the standings here. Currently 2nd place now, half game back. But so we're gonna want to beat those Herbisaurs. They're 11 and 12.
Yep, and they're I mean, they're gonna come in here wanting to make up some space, so they'll want to take both of those games and jump, try to get into the hunt a little bit. We need those. Again, we had an opportunity here to put ourselves out in front.
Yeah.
Finally take first place from the Sirloins, who have held it pretty much most of the season, and we didn't do it. We dropped it. So
23 games to call. That's a lot of games. How about that, right?
Yep. We got 23 CPA. Okay, Sirloins are going to be taking on the Crocodons, though, so that...
There you go.
That's the only game the Sirloins... No, and then the Sirloins take on the Freedom. So the Sirloins are playing 2 before we play our next one. Crocodons are 15-8 with a plus 42 run differential.
Yeah,
so
and these are 1, 2, 3.
That might be a good game.
What's that now?
The Sirloins at the Crocodons?
Oh yeah. Yeah, what, you think about watching that one or something?
I wouldn't be adverse to it.
All right. All right, maybe
Because, like I said, the Crocodile's first place. The Sirloins are going to be on the road.
Yeah.
Crocodile's with the best run differential in the league with a plus 42.
That's true.
Although the Sirloins plus 33.
Yeah, that is game of the week. We got to watch that one. All right.
Yeah.
So, well, let's tell you about the games that happened before that. I got these Moose traveling out to see the Outlaws after playing us, and how does that go, Pete? Let's see.
The Moose travel to the Outlaws. Outlaws take an early lead and are able to hold on to win 8-0.
Criminy. All right, the Platypi come to San Diego here to play our San Diego. Come to Phoenix here to play our Sandcats. Come on, Cats.
Platypi travel to the Sandcats, and it's all Sandcats 10-3.
All right, there you go, Cats. You got the Water Bullets went up to Detroit to face the Heaters. How did that one go? Come on, Heaters. Help us out.
Water Bullets take an early lead. They extend it, and it's Water Bullets 10-1 over the Heaters.
Oh, my gosh. That didn't help us at all. They didn't hear me,
No.
I guess.
It did not.
Hot Corners go out to Los Angeles to play the Overdogs. Come on, doggies.
Corners Overdogs out to an early lead. Hold on. All right, win it 2-1.
Hey, dogs. Gold Coats the Herbisaurs. They're going playing in Tacoma before they come visit us. Oh my gosh. Oh, close.
Oh, make it a game, but it's Gold Coat 7 over the Herbisaurs 6.
So the Herbisaurs are going to be mad. That's what I got from that. New York Wide Loads against the Warblers. Exact same record. Who's going to come out on top?
Wide Loads and the Warblers.
It's close.
Battle of the bottom.
What a-
back
what
and
a game.
forth. Final in 10. Wide Loads 5, Warblers 4, right?
Yeah. Philly at
Think
New
so.
York. Frontrunners against the Wild Pigs. That's a big game. Turtle Ortiz, Hugs Level. In New York at Apple Field. Frontrunners came back. Oh,
back and forth.
Oh, what the heck is happening?
Wild Pigs 12, 11, and 10. They had to take 10 innings to decide that one.
What a game. Grapplers at the Nemesis. Come on, Grapplers will help us out, right? Oh, Nemesis are at the bottom. We don't even have to. Yeah, Grapplers take it 4-2. Ooh. All right, so that'll be the one that we watch. Okay. All right, well, anyway, until we, Pete and I are going to go out and watch this game at a bar.
You want to talk about the stuff afterwards?
Oh, yeah, what, player
The
development?
news, the news and stuff. Gabby Gans lowered their asking price. She lowered it to $3,200,000.
Oh, yeah, Gabby again. We starred the 33-year-old right field catcher. She wants 3.2 now from 3.3. All right, we'll have to keep an eye on that. I think, this is for a bit possibly after Billy LeBlanc if he retires or not. Tater McHustle gets signed onto the Herbisaurs, replacing Olaf Slackoff. Wow, Olaf Slackoff, the C+ rank. Man, he's starting pitcher. I like Slackoff. He's an 83 velocity and a 62 accuracy. He was making 5-6 a year, and that Tater McHustle, the 32-year-old, slightly younger, a little lower ranked C, doesn't throw it as hard, doesn't throw it as accurate, not as much power. I guess they're going to save money. He only makes 2.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Slackoff, I guess.
Player development available. Video room. Billy LeBlanc is preparing to take on a new training regime. For $1,299,600, he can improve his ability to connect by 8, or a 25% chance he'd increase it by 16, but his speed will drop by 3.
Yeah.
So he's going to be crawling to first base from now on.
Right. His shoulder hurts a little too. Speaking of Billy LeBlanc, you get to that age, he goes from an 83 down to a 75. Oh, it's going to be average.
I was going to say that shoulder has thrown people out trying to score from right field.
Yeah, yes it has.
So that's going to hurt. Player development available. Teeth whitening. New training opportunity is available for Smack Avery for a paltry $581,000. We can increase Smack Avery's speed by 1. We could increase his velocity by 5 with a 15% chance we'd increase it by 15. We'd increase his junk by 1 or a 10% chance of +6. And he's got 10% chance to gain K-Dud.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, played a little bit of available target practice for Beaver Ortiz, ready to take on New Regime for just over $500,000, 660. He'd add 1 to his velocity and 2 to his accuracy with a 10% chance of 7s.
Very good. And then you got Spitz McKinney gets signed onto the Platypi, replacing Kerry Cartman.
Spitty Mac. Now, Spitz played in Colorado. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, you talk about it, Pete.
Spitz McKinney was making $5,300,000. Wait a minute. No. Spitz, that's Kerry Cartman. Kerry Cartman was making $5,300,000. He was a B- second baseman shortstop. He had 35 power, 53 connectivity. So Spitz McKinney comes in at a B-, and he's going to lose 20 on power, but they gain 31 on the ability to connect. Lose about 8 on speed, but gain 2 in fielding and lose 14 in the arm category. Cartman played second base shortstop, whereas McKinney's a left fielder, right fielder.
Cartman, sad to see Cartman go, but Spitty Mac going to be playing in San Diego. We'll end the season against those guys. Tia Mayfair gets signed onto the Heaters, replacing Splash Cashmore. Splash Cashmore started his season and ended it in Detroit. He was making $3.1 million. He was known for his velocity and his accuracy. He's the 37-year-old relief pitcher, ball prone. He's replaced by someone who throws the ball a little harder, in a lot more junk, the 27-year-old reliever. Otherwise, she's down. She's a little better hitter as well. So not a bad move. They're going to save a little money on the transaction as well. All right. Well. All right. So that brings you to where we're at. And I guess we're going to let you go from here. We're going to go watch that other game, and then we'll see you back at the stadium for the next game. We're going to start a 2-game host event against the Herbisaurs in town from Tacoma.
Yes, sir. And these, it'd be nice to get off the snide here. 2 losses in a row. We need to get up, get ourselves above water here.
We do. All right. Well, until then, we'll see you soon. This is Tommy G.
And this is PJ, and we're saying, get out of here.